Hey, NASDOG, where you get the best dope on the markets. Buckle the mofo up, folks. We're going to talk silver. We're going to talk gold. I don't know. What's copper doing? Copper's only down 1,000. What are we? Wow. 3,000 off the lows. It is Monday morning, beginning of the month. Okay. What are we looking at here? We're looking at silver. Powder blues, babe. Powder blues. The range is, this is gold. I'm sorry, this is gold. This morning's range, it is, what is it? 5:41 a.m. Chicago time. The range, the low today is 44.23. The high is 49.05. Okay, so where we got? 49. Okay, so up around here. Oh, right here. Okay, this is February right here. This is how we started. Okay, and we came up right where we were in the aftermarket. We came plunged to new lows. Okay, if you were in for not sleeping last night, you could have traded this. This olive line buy, which was the low, okay, and then the second time, and then it's violated, okay? And listen, you play it once, you possibly could play it twice here. You could see we have some of these light, fluorescent green lines. Those are trend lines, and they all go sideways. Okay. Anyway, here we made a run towards the powder blues. We came right up to these X's here. Okay, let me blow it up just a little bit. So we got up to 47.50, broke about $100, and then here's where we are. Okay, it should be a wild trade. I think we'll go back down here. But listen, we already did. So, let's go to silver here. Okay, this is like about a 20-minute. This was, here, this is the 29th. 29th. Hang on a second here. Oh, okay. And this is the range in silver. Okay, same thing right here. We open a 5 o'clock bar to the downside. Go down here. Okay, here we got another one of those trend lines. These are candlestick trend lines. Learn how to draw them. Okay, here you come back the second time. Here you make a run for the powder blues. Okay, and then what do? I'm just saying here. You're playing levels here. Well, we got a little head and shoulders. Here, I'll just show you how to draw head and shoulders. Tiny one. This is a tiny one. Okay, this is for trading. This is not for investing. Okay, you get over it. You did not come back and test this. Nothing's guaranteed in this market. You want guaranteed? Get in line and get your USAID money. Well, let's go. Let's give a little bit of a. Okay, what do? Okay, all these have to come off here. Oh, I got trend lines on these levels here. Where can I take this off here? Okay, so let's do the same thing I was saying. What is going on here? Okay, somebody was, let me move this biatch over. What is going on? Okay, a lot of funky stuff going on, just in case you don't know. It's a color revolution. Look it up. Great video there on Substack. Okay, so this is silver here. Oh, okay. Hang on a second here. Let's just put up something big so you can... What is... Oh. Okay. I got two pages of charts here. You know what? Let's not take the high here. Let's kind of do something like this. Okay, so the first number here, if one was inclined to sell, and listen, I'm not saying that, okay? These are excellent trading markets here. Just don't blink without a stop, okay? You can make your bets, just have a stop. Unless you're that type of trader, you can sit a bar out here and whatever your time frame is, whatever your trading profile is, 1 bar on an hour, 2 hours, a day. Well, you saw what a day was. We broke $220,000 of one lot, $45 range. Anyway, so, you know what? Let's go up. Let's do a couple different sequences here. Okay, that's a little bit larger. You could see those red arrows on there. On the upside, those were buy programs. Listen, they hooked people Okay, and what the banks did is the banks came out. I did not even, I'm mute the news. Mute the news. You could see the olives down there, or the powder blues. Oh, look at this. This was tonight? Oh, no, this was the 30th, okay? This was the 30th, so this would have been Friday. Came down clear. Wow. We could probably draw a trend line going down here, but I'm not going to do that here. This is just going to be a fast look here this morning. Let's go take a look at copper. Okay, so I had copper on a different page here. So CQG allows you replicate the chart, make it out of page, bring it back into a new page, which is this page here. This is a daily here. Oh, look at that. Okay, that happens to be the 50-day. Okay, yeah, oh, look at that. We got under the powder blues and back over them here. Let's look at this in the shortest time frames. Okay, what is that? From about 640 up there on the top to the left here and down to about 550. 6. Okay, these are enormous ranges. Here, well, let's draw this one here just for sheets and giggles. Speaking of sheets, if you live up in Minnesota rather, vote for. Okay, so this is live right here, 583 here. You can see we've kind of come off this trend line here. This would not be a head and shoulders, but here, as a matter of fact, let's see what the volume was here. Okay, so this is the night volume. Okay, here, you kind of come down into these two levels. Okay, and this is how trend lines work. Okay, here you get a bounce here from, what would we go from? 576. I'm not saying, well, here, right to right here, say, for example, you might have sold here 595, 76, 2,000 points. So what is that? I forget what copper is. Well, 2,500, 1,000. I think that's 2,500, 1,000. Some from 560 to 570 here. So that was a 5G move. Copper's actually a small contract, a smaller contract. So, what do you want to do? Here, hang on a second. Let's just for shits and giggles, let's just do something like that. Just to, oh, look at this. Okay, see this right here? This, do you remember this in silver? Okay, what's this number here? It's 583 and a half. Okay, so this is live. You can see time is right down here in the bottom right-hand corner, 550. I'm not saying anything here, but this would be the first number here. Up above, you can see a couple others. Let me take off these moving averages. Remove. Okay, and so that would be about what we look like. Look at this. See, you get no kind of right shoulder here. I mean, you could make a little thing, draw one from here to here. You could have buy stops over here. It's 1,000 points, and 1,000 points is 2,500 bucks. Don't hold me on that, but I think it is. So I think we're going to. You know what? Let's just take a. Okay, I'm going to close that. Let's look at what's going on in crude. 61.40 here, top left-hand corner. You can see I only have the day session here, when the bank hour's over, but 61.40. Let's see if we got anything down there. Okay, here's the 62 half. Oh, look at this. Look at this. 61.36. Okay. When I was on the trading floor, and I was the first one using a Fujitsu wireless with CQG, which is this software. My whole deal now is to put trading information on here that the only things traders need, which are some levels here. So from here, 62 half to 61 half, about, that's $1,000 a one lot. They do have minis. If you're interested in trading, you need a broker, you get a hold of me through here. Okay, this is education where I can just talk. Well, I can just talk, and so I'm not touting anything anywhere. 292 in the meal here early. Okay, that's a little bit of a change. Meal's up. Bean oil's down. Okay, let's just go take a quick peek at it. Got two levels here, and then in this area you got a rising trend line. So 3 levels right in here, 54.64. If it depends what the device is. If you go on your phone, sometimes these right scales are off the charts. It just happens. You could turn your phone portrait wise, and okay. So here are beans. These are May beans. Let's go look at March first. Let's see what the low is. 52. Okay, so we're above these right here. Okay, this is in the March beans. We've been looking at May beans here. I had something to buy here for a client last night. 1060, what is that? 1067 and a quarter. We got down to 65 and a quarter. Okay, right about here. Okay. Let's go give you a little peek there. Okay. This trend line coming down here. Let's go to something a little bit longer term. Okay, there it comes in. There's that pink line right over here. Right over here. Okay, we got under it early yesterday, last night. Let's go kick it up a little bit more. That 9 comes in. Let's put it on a day. Oops. Daily. Okay. And so this would be, we're looking right here, babe. We're looking right here. Okay. So here you could see it's an orange. Okay. It's an orange, and then it's something else. Actually, it's a green. Okay. And then here will be the small sequence of green, orange, and then the olives. Okay, so what do we got here? This is a daily. Is this a daily? Yeah, this is a daily. So you got 1 day down, Tuesday down, 2 days down, and this is the third day. Sometimes the old rules by the third day down, that doesn't quite work as much really anymore. It can work more on interdays. Here you can see gold selling off here a little bit. Silver, whatever this is here, whatever this is. And listen, people tell me the silver fundamental story is still intact. I do not follow fundamentals. In 1985, I was a young man and following fundamentals, and had something. Now this was all by hand. Had a month that gave a little bit of a lead time, like months in advance, of what the final export figure was, and the market. That was the first year I lost money as a young man. Okay, and then later the USDA did a revision. Sound familiar? And then we went limit up or whatever it was. But this was in the fall after, so I said I never want to watch fundamentals, because fundamentals is what they use to hook people. Okay, that means to spoof them maybe or something like that, or hoodwink them. Kind of like in silver, but silver went from what, 30 to 120. We went up to those open interests up at the big open interests at 120 calls. So if you bought the 120 calls, say for, when we were down at 70 for $2, I'm making up the price. And all of a sudden we get up to 120. What do? You think it's going to go from 120 to 150? I am just saying here, option guys will sell half delta in the at 120. Okay, we got up to 122. We hit here this morning, 71. Okay, so we're gonna call this a wrap. Corn, nothing. Wheat, nothing. S&Ps. Here, let's look at this. Well, this is the NASDAQ here. What do we got low? 25,180. 25. What do we got? Okay, gotta go. 25,250. 25,180. Okay, so here I got something at 25,153 and 252. Okay, so here we're 250 off the lows. This is the S&Ps here. The 7,000 figure. They love to print over it, but this is. It seems like they're running a Cloward pivot, a color revolution. And every day I wake up to Bloomberg, and it's just utter hatred for the current administration. There will be no peaceful transfer of power. Alan Palmer, 5 years ago, I don't know when I said, at least 5 years ago. So we're seeing that now. If you need anything, you need one of these numbers here, and, 5-10 grand in the morning or something like that, or a trend line here. What is this, from 74 up to 87? That's $6 per one lot, per one COMEX 5,000. Email me, ARP@NASDAQ. Always use risk stop to stop the risk. Good luck, and God bless America. Thanks for watching.